from Jamal Murray to send it to overtime, and the Nuggets survive overtime and the game 127-125. Welcome to Nuggets Postgame Live. Vic Lombardi and Christopher Dempsey. We heard from Joker. I want to talk a little bit about Jamal because he did not have a great shooting night. He was 6 of 20.
Right.
But when you want that shot, that clutch shot, Jamal Murray made a shot.
Yeah, yes, he did make a shot. Remember the other day we were talking about the stats were really good, but maybe the fingerprints on the game weren't necessarily there. Well, fingerprints on this game, especially in clutch time. The Nuggets in general just got straight to the paint. I mean, their last 6 makes in regulation were all layups or hook shots, something in the paint. So they were able to do that. But yeah, look, when Jamal Murray, especially back in his home country, when he is given the opportunity to be able to win or tie a game, he is one of the best in the league of being able to do that. And then I just thought it was really fun the last 2 plays that the Nuggets ran. It was the same play, basically. The second time, Jamal Murray comes off a dribble handoff to kind of alleviate some of the pressure on Nikola Jokic, turns, and he's got a reverse layup to be able to tie this game.
Well, let's show you how it went down because the Nuggets looked like, well, it was done. They were down by 10 with 2:07 to play, but Joker wasn't done yet. He went to work.
Yeah, look at all the high percentage shots they're getting right here.
He went to work, and they cut into that lead. In fact, Russell Westbrook cuts it to 2 with under a minute to play. Then after they make a free throw, here we go. It's down to 2, and Jamal Murray, final second reverse layup. Beautifully done.
Yeah, that's a crazy shot right there. And look, the quick hesitation on Pirtle gets him to the rim, and then he finishes with the big-time finish.
In overtime, tie game. Jamal gets it swatted, sticks with it, 3-point play. Next time down, Joker. Why not? He's Steph Curry. They're up by 6, but it's not over yet. Toronto hung tough. AG with the tip. Then, in the final moments, up 2. This could ice it. Christian Brown, too strong. Here come the Raptors, and you're thinking, don't give up a 3. Don't give up a 3. R.J. Barrett with the 3. And that's ball game.
That's their 5, man. What a finish. You know what? For the Nuggets, it's a testament of they had opportunities in this game to just let go of the rope and just say, you know what, this is not our night. We're not shooting it very well. They're making every single shot in the paint, and maybe we'll just, regroup tomorrow in Brooklyn. Yeah. They didn't do that today. They fought for their first win. And Vic, when you're talking about teams that need to come out of early season slumps or whatever, that's the kind of game you got to just struggle through and grind through to get yourself in a better space.
Someone on Twitter made a good point. The Avalanche started the season 0-4. How'd they get their first win? In overtime.
Yeah.
In the final seconds of overtime. And you know what it's done to the Avalanche. It sparked them. Mm-hmm. Let's hope it does the same to the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic, you heard from him after the game. Time now for our Path to Victory. Brought to you by Pathwater, the exclusive water partner of the Denver Nuggets. The numbers tell the story. Again, for the second straight game, he was the Nuggets' best three-point shooter.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he has got the stroke going from the three-point line here early in the season. And I just think in the last 2 games, it's been very interesting. We've seen both of these last 2 teams, Clippers and now Raptors, really not double-team him at all. What they don't want is playmaking Nikola Jokic. So he has been scoring Nikola Jokic 81 points in the last 2 games. They can't handle him. I mean, it's just the footwork there around Jakob Pirtle, the touch around the rim, left and right, and then just the ability to continue to carry the Nuggets when they find trouble spots within a game. He's every bit. He's playing like the MVP that he is.
First Denver Nugget with back-to-back 40-point games in 15 years. Not since Carmelo Anthony did it in 2009.
Wow, that's amazing. He's
scoring.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He's scoring often and scoring early. All right, when we come back, plenty more in store as we take your tweets all night long. Yeah,
these are the reactions. These are the right reactions. It was a crazy game. What a game. Nuggets needed this one.
Everybody tweeting feverishly in the final 2 minutes of that game. We were walking downstairs in the final 2 minutes. I get down here, I'm like, what is going on? They're down by 4 now?
I know. It was just really well done by this.
We're going to get you to Michael Malone momentarily. Trust me. He's ready to talk. Because here's the good news. You win a game for the first time this season. The bad news is you got to play another game in about 21 hours.
Yeah.
Back-to-back.
And the physical exertion that these players put out today, might show up tomorrow in Brooklyn. And that's the too bad part of this. But look, you got to get on a plane. You got to get as much rest as you possibly can. You got to get your body right for a Brooklyn Nets team that's going to push the pace a little bit more as well. But I just think from a Nugget standpoint, this is what you needed. This is you had to answer the bell. You didn't want to go 0-3 for the first time in 10 seasons almost. Yeah. You didn't want to do that. So can you dig deep? And when you dig deep, are you going to get the win that you need? The Nuggets were able to do that today. I think that was great.
Now I'm told Coach Malone is ready to speak into that microphone.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels great to get a win, obviously, after the first two at home. And I think what I'm probably most proud about is the way we finished regulation, 13-3 run, which shows that guys just never quit. You know, they kept on fighting. They kept on competing. They kept on believing in themselves and their teammates. So to close 13-3 to force the overtime. And then I felt in overtime we got off to a great start. Thought the defense in the overtime was really good. Obviously a ton of things that we can clean up from this game. Paint points, second chance points, transition points. You look at those numbers and they're not where they need to be. But most importantly, to your point, Katie, first win of the year. Nikola was great. Jamal Murray, incredible game. And I thought Aaron Gordon was just, 16, 11, and 8. Did a lot for us. Michael CB. And I thought, Russell and Julian off the bench, and Peyton, they had some really good stretches. So, we'll celebrate for around 5 minutes, then we'll get ready for Brooklyn.
Can you take us through the last play call of regulation there, down to at the end?
Yeah, just the same play we ran before it. Obviously, they had missed a free throw, so now it's a one-possession game. And we know that we have the best post-up player in the world. Let's play through him, let him make the right read. And obviously, him and Jamal kind of playing off of each other. And obviously, Jamal makes a hell of a finish with the reverse layup. But I thought our late-game execution was where it needed to be. And, we got enough stops down the stretch and in overtime to allow us to get our first win.
Want to get 2 on the previous possession, down 3?
Yeah, there's so much time on the clock. I didn't feel we needed to rush. With 20-plus seconds on the clock, and you have Nikola Jokic, let's play the much rather, because if you go for the 3 and you miss, now you got a foul. Now the game maybe starts to get away from you a little bit. Down 3 with a lot of time, let's get a quick 2, and we did that. And then we can steal. Now you're playing the steal foul game, and they missed another free throw. So it's still a one-possession game, 2 points, and everything worked out in our favor.
That tying play, the entry pass wasn't the cleanest. Nikola gets pushed out closer to the three-point line. Do you get nervous at all in those moments, or is it like it's Nikola and Jamal, they'll figure it out?
Well, no, I couldn't agree more. When we executed it so cleanly the time before, we went back to something very similar. And then as I'm watching the post entry and I'm seeing Nikola have to run to the corner to get it, obviously, yes, I did get a little bit nervous. But once he regained possession, then I knew something good was going to happen because, obviously, I've seen Jamal and Nikola just play off of each other so well in so many close games, and tonight was no different.
Congrats on the victory. You got a couple of days Minnesota. They were kind of a tough opponent this spring. How are preparations for that? And also next week you got Raptors again. I think, does this matchup help to prepare for next week to do something maybe different?
Well, so you're just completely ignoring Brooklyn tomorrow night. I like that. You went right to Minnesota. So, we're going to get on a plane right now, fly to New York, got to clear customs. Could be a long night. We had a lot of players play heavy minutes tonight. This felt like a playoff game in Game 3 of the season, but that's what happens when you start off 0-2. We're worried about Brooklyn right now. Obviously, they won their first game at home. Jordy will have that team prepared for us tomorrow night, and we're going to have to find a way to dig deep and get some guys coming off of our bench to help us out. And then when we get through that game, we'll head to Minnesota. We know that they're a very talented team, and we'll worry about them after tomorrow night.
This one
game tomorrow is earlier, too, so you got less time to rest, kind of.
Yeah, this is obviously, we have a back-to-back tonight and tomorrow, and then we go Friday, Saturday, another back-to-back at Minnesota and Utah at home. Those are the rigors and demands of the NBA season, and, we'll find a way to get through those and try to, figure out the best way to give ourselves a chance to win.
Playoff game aspect of this, with you going to Aaron Gordon at the backup 5 there in the second half, was that just kind of a desperation to get a win at this point early in the season, the way it started? And then what do you kind of tell Dario with the way that he's struggled a little bit early on?
No, Dario's just got to keep playing, and fight through it. He had some good chances tonight that just didn't go down. We found him in the pocket. But, no, I wanted to match Aaron's minutes with Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is a handful. Dynamic, versatile, athletic, handles it, shoots it, sets pick and rolls, plays in pick and rolls. So it's more about not being desperate. It's just more about giving ourselves the best chance with that matchup.
Coach, how do you regroup your players when an altercation like what happened between Westbrook and Barnes happened a while ago? Because it can make or break a game. Like the momentum can swing to their favor, especially if it's their home court.
Yeah, well, it didn't tonight. It went in our favor. I love it. I like having a hit-first mentality within the letter of the law. I don't believe in dirty play, anybody trying to hurt anybody, which our guys weren't trying to do. This is an emotional game. They're trying to protect their home court. And on the other hand, we're trying to get our first win of the season. And emotions are going to run high at times. But I love it, man. I think those kind of situations get your group going. It kind of galvanizes the group. And I think that was, you saw that tonight, what it did for us. Helped us get the win, in my opinion.
Will anyone be limited tomorrow in Brooklyn just with the sort of heavy usage tonight?
As of right now, no. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
He mentioned